Good day, guys. Welcome to Newton Labs Technology. Our project today is on PCB design. So I'm going to show you how to make the best chemical-based PCB ever. These are the materials needed for the PCB printing. You need an iron, you need an hydrocarbon, which is known as petrol. You need ferric chloride. Okay, this is the PCB board. So let's move to the main work. Okay, this is Proteus application used for designing circuits. So all you need to do, if you don't know how to use Proteus, there are several videos on YouTube on how to use Proteus, or you can watch my video on how to use Proteus. So this is the 3D view of how the circuit we're going to print will look like, and this is the PCB. All you need to do is go to outputs on the left side of the screen, click on it, and it will take you to an environment where you are going to print out your Gerber file. What is called Gerber file, that's the top copper and the bottom copper of the PCB. So you print out the bottom copper and print out top copper and top slick together, and then select the paper size, which is A4 paper from there. So this is how the paper will look like after printing it out from the system. This is how it will look like. This is the bottom copper, and please use glossy paper. You don't use a normal A4 paper, glossy paper. This is the top slick and top copper. The black lines are the top copper, while the component symbol you see are called the top. So now we're going to carve out the printed board on the A4 paper according to the size printed.
We're gonna keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now.
So the next step is for you to get a sanding stone and sand the top copper of the PCB board. The reason for this is to make it as clean as possible, so that
I'm happy in your company with no emotion, cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down. We're gonna keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden, I never wanna lock you down.
shows us
I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. Keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me.
Okay, after drying the PCB, as you can see it's dried, put the top copper against the surface of the PCB and then iron. Just keep ironing and then set the iron to the maximum temperature, so it will be able to transfer the top copper from the A4 paper to the PCB copper surface. After ironing for 6 minutes, now soak it in detergent water. You can use any detergent, whether clean or Ariel. any kind of detergent, soak it there for 10 minutes. Guys, it's about 15 minutes. You can now start peeling off the paper from the copper surface, and you do it gently in order not to peel off the ink or scrape off the ink from the PCB surface. Okay, after that, the next part is mix ferric chloride with water, and then make sure you are on your glove because ferric chloride is highly concentrated in terms of acidic property. So this is ferric chloride. Have already made some PCBs, so I will just add a little more to the already mixed one to make it more concentrated, because the more concentrated it is, the faster it ages, and the less concentrated it is, the slower it ages your PCB. Make sure you shake it like this, because when you shake it like this, it will help it age the PCB faster. Time to remove it, and let's see our final finishing work, how it looks like. Okay, as you can see, it has completely aged out all the copper part that had no ink on them. So wash it with a clean water. Wash it with a clean water. Then using this machine, you can check for any break on the linings of the PCB. As you can see, there is no break. Everything is well printed. This is a part that is very common on most video. People use rough surface to scratch out the ink, but don't try it. Instead, use an hydrocarbon petrol or any kind of other hydrocarbons and carefully clean up the ink from the surface of the PCB. It worked easier. I found this out personally, and it worked like just the best way to wipe out the ink. Just watch. Wow, look at that. Look at the way it removed it so easily. Instead of scratching, which you can end up scratching off the PCB linings, please do this and you get the best PCB outputs. The last thing, pick up the top slick and gum it against the plain surface of the PCB. This will guide you on how to mount your component, which components to mount on different places, and also guys where to place your jumpers.